Hello, everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Hannah, and this is a cash stuffing nurse. I am a second year critical care nurse who is a zero-based budgeter. I'm trying to make it as a homeschool mom, and currently, right now, we are going through leukemia treatment, so that has changed the whole plan of my basic budgeting and kind of my life right now. So, we are for 2024 navigating these changes and just kind of going with the flow a little bit. So we are here for our week 3 budgeting of January. And I will say this week was my husband's payday. And Monday, I just got back from my monthly trip up to the other hospital where I get my leukemia treatments. When I say, guys, and this was hopefully one of the only snowstorms we get. We usually get snow in Indiana January and February, so we did get snow while I was in the hospital, so I didn't have to deal with it. My car was in the garage, didn't have to kind of worry about any of that. It was over the weekend, so it wasn't too much going on. But when I tell you I'm over the cold, I am over these trips, I am ready for warmer weather and just to be done with all of this. If you hear anything, that's my printer below my desk. I don't know what it's doing, but um, so yeah, it's January, and I am, according to what my doctor is saying, I have 4 cycles of treatment. So each cycle has a part A and a part B. And I just finished halfway through my treatment, so I have 2 left. And the next treatment, usually I go every 4.5 weeks. This next round up there is in 3 weeks, so it's coming a little bit quicker, but get it done quicker means we're over it and past that. So that's kind of my life update for this past week. But while we were in at the other hospital, my husband actually took an extra day off with his FMLA. So it meant his actual W-2 paycheck was a little bit short. So we had to pull some from the emergency fund, which I did talk to a financial planner. That was one of my goals for 2024. We did have an initial conversation, let him know all the changes. He's also the gentleman who did our life insurance, honestly, right before I was diagnosed. We got all that together. But he is also our financial advisor. And usually when you go through any, they tell you not to touch your 401k. Transparency moment. I actually touched my 401k from a previous job, cashed it all out so we can make it through, because ultimately I have 3 kids, I have a house, I have bills, I have cars. We have to make it. It is what it is. I made the majority of that money within a year. So as I go along, God will provide. He gave it to me once, He'll give it to me again. So that's kind of that. We will have more conversations as we go through the year, but that was kind of step 1 to figure out our path and our plan. So yeah, so his paycheck is $12.01 this week. $5.20 is going to come from the emergency fund, and honestly, that $5.20 covers our everyday bills. So bills we allotted $7.50. And again, this is a new format to me. We used to have one joint bill account that we each put a portion in. So when I was working, my portion was $8.50, my husband's was $7.50. We paid our cars separately, and then everything came out of that bill account. Now we are doing bills out of the bill account. His car payment is still automatically applied because we get a reduction in interest rate. And then sinking funds, whenever we get back to it, savings and everyday funds all come out of that bill account. For January, I'm not sure how I like it. but this is what we're going to try. So $750 to bills, $355 to his car that is already applied. And these are the actual bills that need to be paid out of the account. This is our energy bill. So I looked at our bill. We are on what's called a budget bill. And it helps, at least me, when it's really hot in the summertime and it gets really cold, that I can run my heat and not have to worry about it shooting up from $150 one month because it's kind of mild to $400 the next month, and me trying to adjust within 30 days. So I put it on the budget bill, but I looked at it today and it said that the cost, if I wasn't on the budget bill, would have been $90. I'm not honestly sure how that works because let me tell you, I run my heat constantly. I have 2 units in my house, as well as my house is built in 1923, so parts of it is not as insulated as it could be to a modern day home. So I don't think the $90 is right, but I'm also not sure. So I need to call in and figure out what they're actually, that $90 is. But I budget $300 for it. And we may just keep it. I don't know. I just need to talk to the company, see what we're doing. But yeah, so these are the bills that need to be paid out. And honestly, all of these bills are on auto pay except for this utility bill. So this will get paid. I'll mark it in my ledger and we'll go on. Groceries. So my estimated, and I'm sorry guys if you see, yeah, you're gonna see a big shadow. But I'm in a new area in my house that doesn't have lighting, and I'm still trying to figure that out yet. So there's shadow puppets for this video. Groceries. So my overall grocery budget is $800, and usually I try to take $200 per week. But every once in a while, it's like restock time. So I have to pull extra, and it's restock time now. So next week, I only have $100, or I'll pull extra from the emergency fund. But groceries is $300, gas is $50, eating out is $50, which we may get to because it's supposed to warm back up. It's, I think, 20 degrees today, and it's supposed to be 50 degrees in the next like couple days. So that's kind of our change in weather here in the Midwest. Single digits to 50s in no time. Home, I have 30, which this is over budget for the category. But I need laundry stuff as well as body wash and stuff. Kids get 10, though I don't know where we're gonna go because it's cold, but who knows, we may get out on a warm day and do something. Personal money is 80, 40 for my husband, 40 for me. So yeah, that's good to go. And if you hear jingling in the background, that is my puppy. He's a Shih Tzu, and we have learned that he actually has to keep a bell on him or he gets lost in my house because he likes to wander. And yeah, so you may hear him scratching and jingling in the background. Let me get this out of the way. And I'm going to empty out my wallet from the change. I have this big jar over here on the side. It's almost done, and I'm thinking maybe just clean out my husband's change from his car for the month, and just wrap this change and call it done and add it to the emergency fund. But anywho, so I have my cash envelopes with leftover funds. So in groceries, we have $50.72, and all of this money from my leftover envelopes I roll into the various savings challenges that I do, an emergency fund. Oh, gas has $40. And miscellaneous, I'm not sure if you can see it, but miscellaneous, this is my personal money, had 30 in it. So, and again, I am tracking, or trying to remember to track exactly how much money I roll over every week. His name is Prince, but I call him Jingle Tells because that's what he sounds. He sounds like a little jingle bell. But anywho, so today I have 50, 70, 90, 110. I can never count 50s. Hold on. 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 140, 150, 152 is what we will be stuffing in our various challenges. So we'll put that to the side. Let's see. Miscellaneous is going to get $20. So I usually get 40, but I've already spent it. My kids... my parents came and grabbed my kids today to see the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. So while they were gone, Mom got some food for herself to eat in peace. And I am an old soul, so I sat and watched Andy Griffith with my puppy under the blanket, and it was absolutely amazing. Gas is getting 50 this week. And I believe I still have half a tank. So this 50 will actually go to my husband to fill his car up. And usually we fill up on opposite weeks. That's been really nice. So 50 for gas. Eating out gets 50. So 2 20s and a 10. And again, I'm still trying to get acclimated to these new envelopes. They actually do work really well in the purse that I'm using. So that is nice. Let me go back to gas because this was supposed to be 2 5s. So 2 20s, 2 5s. So if it was just my car, I'd put 25 and be good. He drives a Charger, and he actually does right now the bulk of the driving, so I just give him the whole 50. Beauty. So this is not my beauty envelope. These are for my beauties, my 3 little babies. And they are getting 10. Household is getting 30. And groceries is getting 300, but I have already spent 260 of it. $20, $40. I was gonna actually go to the grocery this morning, but I saw the snow and it was cold, so we did an Instacart order. So I need to put 260 actually back into my checking account. So I'll put that in there, and then we'll deal with that later. So there are all my spending envelopes for the week. We'll lay that to the side. And then I have left my car payment. I was actually going to try to stop and just do kind of like the bill pay out of the checking account, the bill account. But they want me to, like, when I, out of this particular account, it has me do it, like, it won't accept it for 7 days. And my personal account does it next day. So I don't know. I don't really like that. I like when I put the money in there that I go ahead and pay the bill like same day, don't have to worry about it, not like 7 days later. So I don't know. I'll look more into it. Maybe I just need to time it differently, which is probably honestly true. I just need to work on my timing to make sure the money's in there, especially since it's coming out of the emergency fund anyways. I can put the money in whenever. So, but, and I don't think I actually have a car payment envelope anymore, but because I was planning on doing everything online. But $225 is half of my car payment, and then I'll pull out the other half this coming week, and we'll put it in my personal account and pay the bill. And yeah, so for now I'll just slide it here in the front, and you guys may be able to hear my kids thumping around upstairs. But yeah, what do I do? They're kids. I mean, and they're home. We are a homeschool family, so their home is kind of just where they are. I have $5 left. This is actually my son's. It's going into the long-term binder. So my kids, my dad is one of those granddads that if they go, my kids go out, regardless if I have money set aside, he is going to give them money anyways. My son is 7, and he does not keep up with money very well. So if I find it in his pocket, in the washer, I know it's his. I just put it in his long-term savings envelope, and again at the end of the year we'll deposit it. But yeah, that was that extra $5 is because I had his little funds, because he does not keep up with things. But okay guys, my cash tray is empty. We did everything we need to do this week. I have my rollover funds, so stay tuned for a savings challenge video, guys. Bye.